welcome to Fearless DIY Music. My name is Tristan Lass, and today I'd like to talk about my journey into the realm of offset guitars. In my hands right now, I have my first that I've ever purchased, first I've ever really spent any time with, and it is a Squier Classic Vibe Jaguar in purple. I love the color. I bought this online from Guitar Center at a really good price. I got it a couple days ago, and today I would just like to run through some of my first impressions of this guitar. There are a lot of people who give these guitars a bad rap, myself included in the past, because I've always been into Stratocasters, Telecasters, single cuts, and SG style guitars. So I really don't have a huge background or knowledge of offsets, but I have done a lot of research before I bought this guitar. I knew that there were going to be some things that I was going to have to work on once I got it. My first impressions of the guitar thus far have been generally positive. I love the neck and the fit and finish on the guitar in general, and the hardware in general is very good. All the switches have nice satisfying clicks. The potentiometers feel good. I'm not going to bust it open and start looking at wiring, because I'm sure if I do, I'll go, and then, immediately want to order all new parts and then rewire the guitar. For now, I'm going to leave it as a black box because everything works the way that it should. And I'm quite pleased with the general quality of the guitar and the components that were put into it. There are issues and there is work to be done. I knew that going in. I know that I'm going to shim the neck. I know that I'm going to set it up for 11s. I know that I'm going to have to do some work on the tremolo system and bridge to get them dialed just right to be the way a Jaguar is supposed to be. And since I took it out of the box, I haven't really done a whole lot of work to it. I did make a list of things that I found with it. Like I said, being a newbie to the offset world, I want to be thorough and I want to try to get my best experience that I can out of this guitar. So right out of the gate, the output jack was loose, so I tightened that up. Easy fix. The knobs were not lined up on the guitar when I got it, so I moved those to get them into alignment. Just a pet peeve thing for me. I couldn't deal with that. It does have 9-gauge strings on it. The recommendation for these, everyone who knows something, all agree that 11s are kind of like the default setting for a Jaguar. So I'll be putting 11s on it. This is purportedly a bone nut, so it should be pretty easy to work with to widen the slots a little bit if I need to accommodate the heavier gauge strings that are kind of necessary for a guitar like this. Let's see here. We have an issue on the high E. And I don't know if you heard that very clearly, but it's a little sitar-ish. It has, if I do a bend on the high E, it frets out. So, that could be as simple as raising that up right now if I wanted to, but that would kind of jack up how good the setup is on the other strings. So I'm hoping that the neck shim and the heavier gauge strings will mitigate that kind of sitar-y fret out thing that we have happening right there. Let's go back to the list, see what else we have here. Trim arm. It has discernible mechanical noise. It's not the mechanism itself, it is just the arm within the collet. So I'm going to be using Mike Adams' hammer trick on it, give it a little bend. That way hopefully it will seat and stay where I want it to stay and not have that mechanical noise any longer. Seems like an easy fix. Let's see here. Neck break I've already talked about. I've got some shims. We're going to throw those in, experiment a little bit, and get that neck angle right. Because the bridge, it is just flush with the pick guard right now, so it has no room to go anywhere for any sort of real adjustment. And the frets. I want to talk about the frets a little bit. I was blown away. I ran my rocker up and down the neck. I did not come across anything except for maybe a slightly high fret here at the end of the neck, at the heel. Other than that, the fretwork is very good on this guitar. It does need a polish. I will tape off the fingerboard, hit it with some really, really, really fine grit sandpaper, talking like 2000, and then go ahead and hit it with some steel wool. Just get them nice and polished. Nice fit and finish on it. And then, yeah, I mean, that's really all that I have to worry about at this point. You know, it has all the satisfying tones that you're supposed to get with these guitars. I love going from the rhythm circuit down to the neck pickup in the lead circuit, because that almost feels like you're going from a neck to a bridge. And then you hit the bridge in. So to my ear, it almost feels like you've got a 3 pickup guitar, which I really like. The strangle switch is cool. I'm not going to do any more real like play testing on this right now because I can't play 9s. 9s are awful for me. I run 10s on pretty much everything I have, or 11s. So until I get the bigger strings on here, the heavier gauge strings, get it set up, I'm going to do a follow-up video where I will do a full kind of playthrough to show what I did and how it improved the guitar. But right now, out of the gate, I'm very happy. And I'm looking forward to working on it, which I'm going to get started on here in a few minutes. And I can't wait to make the follow-up video, and hopefully I'll be as happy as I think that I'm going to be. The other change that I'm going to make to this guitar eventually is I want to change this pickguard to a white pickguard so that the purple pops a little bit more. So anyway, once again, my name is Tristan Blast. This is Fearless DIY Music. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see the follow-up, hit the subscribe button, and you'll be ready to go with the next one. Take care.